If you want to become your dream girl and start attracting your ideal partner, I have 10 traits that you need to hear that a high-value woman always has. Hey, it's your girl Jess, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. Here we dive into all things self-development, self-healing, and romanticizing life. Today, I'm going to give you 10 traits that a high-value woman will always have. And before I start this video, I want to state that being a high-value woman does not mean that you are cold or uninviting. Being a high-value woman means that you have deep love and appreciation for yourself. It means that you respect yourself and you are therefore open to receive that right back, and you're open to give that back to others because you give it to yourself already. Let's get into it. Trait number 1 of a high-value woman is going to be that she has values. When it comes to the best version of yourself, the highest, most vibrant version of yourself, what type of values does she have? What time does she wake up in the morning? What does her morning routine look like? Where does she go? What type of rooms is she always in? What type of rooms is she not in? What people is she around? What people does she choose not to be around? What types of things does she believe in? How does she show up every single day? What are her values? When you have values, it is so important to know them because it helps you understand how to show up every single day. If you have no idea what you stand for or what you believe in for yourself, it's going to be really hard for you to then make decisions every single day that align with those values if you have no idea what they are. The best practice is to use the journal prompt, how does my highest and best version of myself show up every single day? And this is a great exercise to really learn what types of values you have. Therefore, you can then show up that way every single day. You can make decisions every day that align with your values. If you don't know what your values are, you will just be continuously making mistakes, making random decisions based upon your emotions in the moment. And when you have your values set in place, it's so much easier to make those decisions, know where you want to show up, where you want to be around, and where you don't want to be around, because you know exactly what steps you need to take in order to live that life that has those specific values. Step number 2 is that she has boundaries. Okay. For the longest time, setting boundaries was so hard for me because I was so caught up in people pleasing. I was so concerned about what other people felt, and I would put their feelings above mine. I would put their peace above mine. Now, setting boundaries does not have to be scary, and I promise you it is not. I know sometimes there's always that fear of, if I set this boundary, this person isn't going to stay or they're not going to respect it. If you are constantly telling someone your boundary and they are not respecting it, they don't have to stay. They can go. Don't be scared of losing specific people who are not going to respect you. Obviously, every case is not completely black and white. There's always a gray area in the middle when it comes to specific people in your life. But for the most part, when you're in a situation that makes you feel uncomfortable, when someone is continuously disrespecting you, when you don't want to do certain things and you just want to stop your people pleasing altogether, setting boundaries is going to be key. Now, setting boundaries goes hand in hand with the first tip because, like I said, if you don't know your values, you will be making random decisions. So once you know your values, it's going to be very easy for you to set boundaries. If someone, asks you to do them a favor and you really don't have time that day, old you might be like, yeah, of course, I'll squeeze that into my schedule and, I'll do that right now. And in your mind, you're holding that resentment towards that person because they're making you do something that you didn't want to do. But in reality, you have the choice to say no. That resentment is not towards that other person, it's to yourself for saying yes when you wanted to say no. So do not be scared to stand up for yourself. Again, this was something that took me a long time to do, and I'm still in the process of learning how to set my boundaries. But it has eliminated so much anxiety when I tell you, I feel so much better living a life where I'm doing things that I actually want to do and I'm not doing things that I don't want to do. I'm putting my foot down and saying, no, I'm sorry, I don't have time for that today. Even if it's as simple as your friends wanting to go out and you just need a day and a night in. No, I'm sorry, thank you for inviting me, but I really just need a night in to myself. If those are your real friends, they're going to understand. They're not going to ever make you feel bad for choosing your own peace. That's the difference. When it comes to setting your boundaries, the right people will understand them because they probably have boundaries too. Trait number 3 is her circle. The types of people and friends that she surrounds herself with tells you a lot about who she is. Now, I know that not always your friends will define you, but for the most part, if you are around your friends every single day or for a long period of time, you will start to adapt certain traits, certain characteristics, and certain mindsets of your friends because you are consuming each other all day, every single day. You are constantly adapting the same mindset, whether you realize it or not. If you are constantly surrounded by people who are very negative, people who, may be jealous of you, and you think, oh no, they would never do that, they're my friend, but they have that jealousy towards you, maybe from insecurities. That is going to be really hard for a high value woman to be surrounded with because you're going to constantly be dumbing yourself down to make other people feel comfortable. And that can translate as small as the clothing that you wear. If you feel like you've ever gone to a place or an event and you feel really comfortable and confident in your outfit and your friend goes, oh, why didn't you tell me you were dressing up? This is what I'm wearing. And it almost kind of makes you feel bad. Oh, should I not have shown up, looking this good or feeling this good and feeling this confident? No, absolutely not. It is not your responsibility how other people choose to show up for themselves. You are only in control of yourself. So if you're deciding to show up in a beautiful outfit and you feel confident and that's what makes you feel good, you're going to start to dumb yourself down when you're surrounded by friends who don't have that confidence or have that jealousy towards you. It's going to constantly bring you down. It's going to make you question yourself all of the time. And that's not an environment that you want to be around. You need friends that allow you to strive, that lift you up. It's okay to have friends that know more than you do, because that means that you are surrounded by people who can teach you and help you level up. When you are able to surround yourself with a group of people who are like-minded, you form that community of love. And you always feel beautiful because you have friends around you that know that each other's beauty does not take away from themselves. It does not take away from yourself. It will never touch you, because you are your own beautiful self. A high value woman knows that already. So when she surrounds herself with a good circle of women, she is able to strive, be more magnetic, and be more confident because she's not being dragged down. Trait number 4 is that she has a secure attachment. A high value woman is not going to be codependent on somebody else or her partner to make herself feel happy. Now, I can make an entire video on anxious attachment styles, avoidant, secure attachment styles. This is so important. It's something that I myself struggled with and am still working on when it comes to moving out of an anxious attachment to a secure attachment style. You never want to be codependent on somebody else to make you feel good. That is going to just create so much anxiety when you don't get a text back, if they don't say the thing that you expected them to say. When you are able to have a secure attachment, you're able to be present and love your partner better and create a space where they want to be around you, right? You always want your partner to want to be around you. If you are constantly anxious and you're depending on them to make you feel good, they then cannot show up as that best version of themselves. It's very easy to fall into anxious attachment style, especially when you are with a partner whom you love so much. You can still love your partner and love yourself at the same time. That's actually the goal to a healthy and balanced relationship. If you desire to have a partnership that is of high value, where you are both showing up as high value individuals, you need to show up as that individual for yourself first, and then for your partner, because then you create that safe space for them to do the same. Some tips on this is to do things during the day that make you feel good. Find ways to fill up your own cup. When I say fill up your own cup, I envision just like a beautiful cup from like the 18th century. And just filling up the cup with love and just water and just beautiful things, so that when your cup is filled, you're not out here, waiting for things to happen to you to make yourself feel happy. You've already poured so much happiness into yourself that you can walk around and enjoy every single moment. You're not codependent that, oh my God, I stubbed my toe, my day is completely ruined. No, we're going to step out of that mindset and have a good day. And then when you do stub your toe, you're like, oh my gosh, that kind of hurt, but the pain is gone now. But when it comes to being of high value, especially when we want to attract our ideal partner, if we want our partner to be of high value, we need to show up as that value person as well. We need to make sure that we are dependent on ourselves to make ourselves feel happy. That way we can show up every single day. And it eliminates nitpicking, it eliminates anxiety, and it eliminates that pressure on your partner so that you can both show up as amazing individuals and come together in a partnership that is secure. Trait number 5, she loves herself. Okay, I always say this. The self-love journey is a journey that you are going to be on for the rest of your life. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have really good days. You're going to have in-between days. If you can every single day find one way to give yourself love, you are just going to show up as such an amazing individual, and you're not going to put up with anyone who treats you less than. Because if you love yourself, you respect yourself, you are not going to accept treatment below your standards. When you love yourself and you respect yourself, you're going to expect that back. And you're not going to be okay with anyone treating you differently or less than. And when you give yourself that love, trust me, others take notice. And they see, oh, she buys herself flowers. Oh, she speaks highly of herself. She's constantly complimenting herself. When you are speaking into existence the high levels of love and vibration that you feel about yourself, it's like a mantra. You're constantly repeating it every single day. You're constantly stating these affirmations every single day. Everyone around you is going to start taking on those affirmations as well. And they're going to start believing you. And in their eyes, you're actually going to start seeming a different way of high value, which is the whole point. Because it's like you're constantly repeating these affirmations. Oh my gosh, my hair looks so good today. I look so great today. I'm so beautiful. And people hear that. They see the love things that you do for yourself. They see the amazing things you do for yourself. They're going to start picking up on those habits as well. A great way to do this is giving yourself love languages. If someone were to ask me what my love language is, I would say all 5. I truly would. I don't want to pick one because that's how I love on myself. I love buying myself gifts. I love complimenting myself, words of affirmation. I love spending time with myself. I'm okay doing things, with myself. That's quality time. I love loving on myself, and I want you to feel the same. Every single day, find one way to give yourself a love language. acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, and gift giving. You are going to stop putting up with anything else and anyone else that treats you less than, because you know how you want to be treated. With that being said, trait number 6 is that a high value woman is okay being alone. Now, there's a fine line between being alone and being lonely. What I mean is that you are okay in the presence of yourself. You are confident enough to go out to restaurants and eat by yourself, run errands and go shopping by yourself. You're okay staying in instead of going to the club. You want to stay in and watch some Netflix. I feel you. That's the vibe that I've been on for a very long time now. And I love it. I'm here for it. You are okay spending time with yourself. You have hobbies and goals that you put your energy towards. And you show up for yourself every single day. When you can really rest with yourself and in the present moment, you are tapping into your feminine energy. I have a video on how to use your feminine energy to receive more, so make sure you check that out. When you are able to be alone in your own presence, you're able to love on yourself more. You're able to appreciate yourself more, which again helps you accept nothing less than appreciation and love for yourself. And you're able to put your energy towards your hobbies and your goals because you're giving yourself that time. A great way to do this is time blocking. Okay, at this time I'm going to work on my goals. This time I'm going to rest and just relax. Listen to your body, you know. If your friends want to go out but you really just want to stay in, don't feel guilty. Stay inside. Do what makes you feel good. And eliminate that FOMO, the fear of missing out. I had that for so long until I realized that what am I truly missing? What am I truly missing by not going to that party? By not going to the club? I got everything I need right here. I'm good. A great way to eliminate that fear of missing out is creating a space that you enjoy so much that you're like, okay, I'm okay missing out, not going out tonight, because I've just set this entire vibe for myself that is so much more enjoyable. It's one thing if you're just sitting on your bed and just like thinking like, oh my God, they're probably out right now, like having so much fun without me and like taking pictures and like, I'm not going to be in any of the pictures and then like, they're not going to tag me on any of the pictures and then like, I'm not going to have anything to post on my story. Let's just cut that out. You see how much anxiety I just created? Woo, I just felt like I was like my high school self again. Cut that out. Create a space of tranquility, of love. Light your candles, you know, put some incense on. Cover your body in lotion. Put your silk pajamas on. Get your favorite movie on Netflix. Run a bath. Make some food. Make your night in enjoyable so that you don't really feel like you're missing out on anything. And if anything, the people that went out are probably missing out on the night in that you just created because it's a vibe. Trait number 7. She does not chase people who do not want her. Harsh, I know. But when you are chasing someone or something that does not want you, you are taking away the respect that you have for yourself. You're literally disrespecting yourself. I'm sure a lot of us have been in that situation where we are chasing a person that we think we want. And I think it more comes down to the fact that we just want to be wanted from this person more than actually this person themselves. And in doing that, we disrespect ourselves. We lose ourselves. We lose sight of our value and our worth because we are trying to prove ourselves to someone that doesn't see our beauty. And that is not our problem. That is their problem. Trust me, that is a big, big problem for them. If you've ever seen Pretty Woman, huge mistake, big, big mistake. If you know, you know. If you don't, Don't worry about what I just did. They are missing out on not seeing your beauty. You will never have to sit there and prove your worth to the right person. If you are following these traits and you are showing up as the best version of yourself, you're showing up as that high value individual, first of all, you're not going to attract these people. And if you do, if they do happen to come into your life, you are not going to entertain for a second someone who doesn't want you. You will never have to chase something that is meant for you, right? Don't ever ask someone to stay. Don't ever try to control someone or try to prove your worth to them. Please, just, I'm begging you, just do not fall into that trap. Show up for yourself every single day. Know that you are worthy, and the right person will see your worth without you even saying a word. They will just feel it in your presence, in your aura. You will never have to convince someone that you are worthy of them, that you are worthy of their love. When you know your worth and you want to show up as a high value individual, you need to stop entertaining clowns, for better lack of words. Stop entertaining clowns. If you want a king, stop entertaining the clown. Trait number 8. She knows how to receive. She does not try to control everything, especially other people. She just lets people be how they are. She doesn't try to force anyone to stay. She doesn't really have expectations of other people. She doesn't try to force people or control people to act a certain way or say certain things. She eliminates the expectations. She simply is just in the present moment, which is in her feminine energy. And she's able to just sit back, relax, and receive. Yes, independence is a beautiful thing. I've said this before. I've always been an independent girly since I was a little kid. I had to really learn how to step back and receive. And especially if you want to be with your ideal partner who pursues you and gives you that energy back. You can't be doing all of the pursuing. You are okay to receive. Sitting back and receiving, sitting back and allowing others to help you, accepting compliments, like literally it can be as tiny as that. It does not mean that you're weak. It does not mean that you're not able to do the thing that you're receiving. We all know that you can do it yourself. We all know that you can do it. The whole point of sitting back and receiving is to show your vulnerability and to show that feminine energy side. Let that playfulness come out. Let that charm come out. Reduce that anxiety by trying to control so much. And just sit back and allow. Letting go of control really rejects anxiety. And I can make a whole other video. Oh my goodness, I have so many amazing videos coming out for you guys. Relaxing into your body and just letting go of control helps you tap into that feminine energy so easy because you're calm, you're in the present moment. And when you're able to receive, you're showing vulnerability. Do not mix vulnerability with weakness. Vulnerability is such a loving trait to have because it shows that your heart is open. You know that you are worthy of receiving. And the only way that you're able to receive is if you allow other people to give and if you allow yourself to receive. Do not reject the good that is trying to come your way. Trait number 9 is that she is always self-improving. Okay, so if you've made it onto my channel, congratulations. You are doing amazing in this step. But I want you to know that you are whole right now. You are not what has happened to you. You are not other people's limiting beliefs. You are not the circumstances and situations that have happened to you in the past. You are already whole as it is. You are now safe to step into that best version of yourself. Everything else that I share are just cherries on top to continuously help you self-improve because I know how easy it is to slip back into those fears and those limiting beliefs. I want to be here to constantly remind you just how amazing you are and to help you rid of these limiting beliefs, this anxiety, certain traits that are going to just completely take away all of the good work that you've done. So know that you are always whole and continuously self-improve. Like you're just adding layers onto yourself. You're just constantly adding layers of wellness and health and self-love and beauty and all of these amazing things on top of your already whole self, okay? Read books, listen to podcasts, okay? Watch my videos. Continuously self-improve. Pick up new habits and new routines every single day. The whole way to show up as the best version of yourself is to implement routines and habits that the best version of yourself would have. I just launched my first ever workshop on reinventing yourself and tapping back into the best version of yourself. It's going to be linked in the description below. If you are needing that little extra push to really, really tap back into the best version of yourself, and you want to continuously self-improve, as I'm stating, this trait is so important to have. That workshop is going to be perfect for you because it's just going to help you understand more how to be the best version of yourself that you've always been to the core. So continuously read the self-help books, learn new topics, pick up new hobbies, start new habits and routines every single day. Always ask yourself, how can I be better than the person I was yesterday? Because you are only in competition with yourself. Nothing and no one else. Trait number 10 is she knows how to be a good partner. Of course, this is a self-love journey. And if we want to tap into being high value, it starts with self. No one can make you do anything. No one's going to force you. No one's going to tell you, except me because I'm sharing these traits, what to do and, when to do it. You have to make the decision of taking action to becoming these high-value individuals. A high-value woman knows how to be a good partner. And if you've done all 9 traits beforehand, trait number 10 is going to be very easy for you to do because you are already being an amazing person for yourself so that you can be that for your partner. A good partner knows how to communicate. She knows how to listen. She knows how to respect. That is the number one thing. That is something my boyfriend taught me. This man is amazing and incredible, and he taught me respect is number 1. Love and loyalty will follow. And when you're able to respect your partner, you're able to understand them. You don't just love them thinking that this is how they want to be loved because this is, how you've always loved. It's learning and understanding how they need to be loved. It's looking at their needs and asking yourself, how can I show up as the best version of myself and translate that into being the best partner for my person? And if you're showing up as that, best version of yourself, that amazing high-value individual, it is going to be very easy for you to show up very good for your partner as well because you're not codepending on them. You are continuously making yourself happy and make yourself feel good. So now you have all of this energy and this love to give to them. You are able to give them love, allow them into your space, make them feel good because you're already doing that for yourself. You're not depending on them to make you feel good. The exercise for the end of this video is grabbing a sheet of paper, and I want you to draw a line down the middle, okay? So you're going to have a left side, you're going to have a right side on the piece of paper. On the left side, I want you to write down all of the qualities that you look for in your ideal partner. Emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, energetically, every single detail. I want you to write down what your ideal and dream partner has. Are you ready? On the other side of the piece of paper, on the right side, I want you to write down all of the traits that you should have that would attract this ideal partner to you. It's very easy to be so caught up in what we want from someone else that we forget that we have to also show up for them as well and for ourselves. If we want to attract a high value partner, we need to be that high value individual as well that would actually attract that partner into our life. Write down your ideal partner's traits and write down what traits you need in order to actually attract this partner. Use these traits to show up every single day as that best version of yourself with the traits that I'm giving you as well, along with what you've written down. So you can hold yourself accountable. Okay, would this attract my ideal partner? Would the best version of myself show up like this? Would they go here? Would they speak to these people? Would they wear this? How would they communicate? How would they show up every single day? When you start becoming this individual, you attract those like-minded people. I say this every time, like attracts like, okay? It's the law of attraction. If you are on this frequency, you're going to only attract this. If for some reason you're attracting this, you know how to repel it and how to reject it. Sometimes, it could test you, see if you're really up here or not. No, I am up here. I know that I'm at this frequency level. So nothing is going to drag me back down. Therefore, you're only going to start attracting those high vibrational, same frequency partners. So when you can show up as the ideal partner that would actually attract who you want to attract, you are able to show up not only for that person and attract them into your life, but you're showing up for yourself as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments which trait you needed to hear the most today and which one you're most excited about using. Share this video with someone who needs it the most. Make sure you like and make sure you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, you are definitely missing out. I'll see you in the next one.